of Jesus, peace and blessings be upon him, receiving the light greater than any prophet before him had ever received. Such a beautiful story is the story of Issa, as we call him in Arabic, in the chain of the prophets. And Jesus, son of Mary, came to show that Allah gives life, and then he proved it by his miracle of giving life to Lazarus, along with many other miracles, of course, by the will of the Lord. And we said what happened next was miraculous, that Jesus, son of Mary, ascended. God told him, "You are to ascend." And we found him praying with his head down to the earth after purifying his body with water, which is the great purifier, in Gethsemane. Jesus ascended, and as Muslims, we're telling you from the truth of the revelation, the reality of the light, and the truth of the story, that what? All of the fundamentals will always remain the same. That Jesus, son of Mary, as we know from the revelation of the Lord Most High, was not killed, was not even crucified, although it did appear so. And imagine the beauty of what I'm saying as a Muslim, that Jesus, son of Mary, was not crucified, but he ascended. What a beautiful concept. And I told you the story must get strange, and it must get weirder. And if you're a Christian brother and sister and thinking, oh, this is so uncomfortable listening to him talk about Jesus, and Jesus just ascending. But if I know the story of the truth of the light, then I must know about Jesus, son of Mary. If he told the truth to some of his companions that he was not killed, nor was he going to be crucified, that he was going to ascend, and as he told his truest of companions that he was going to return. If some of you know the truth of that light, then I, claiming to be a Muslim, having the truth of the light, must also know that. So I tell you a shocking point. For all of you who may not be calling yourselves Muslims, who might be non-Muslims or Jews or Christians who are hearing this story for the first time, or any of the sons of Adam, Muslims know and have all the information and believe without a shadow of a doubt very clearly that yes, Jesus, son of Mary, shall return. Of course we know the truth of that. Wow. Did I tell you I was going to tell you a tale? Did I tell you I was going to tell you the truth? If you're a Christian and you're hearing this for the first time and you're saying, wait a second, the Muslims know and have the revelation that Jesus is also going to return and they know about that? That must be pretty strange for people who are hearing it for the first time. And so yes, I'm telling you the tale for the first time, in your own English language in the way you will understand. But don't get too excited, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus returning is not where we are now. That is coming, as Jesus told us and Jesus told you. That is coming at the end of days. If you know that part of the light and we know that part of the light, there's a reason why I'm saying it. The truth is the light, and the light is the truth. There can be no denying it, and everybody must see that clearly. Jesus told all of us that he will be returning in the end of days. And what happened after Jesus? If you listen to the tale and pay attention, because I'm going to tell you what is to come. What happened after Jesus begins to get sad. Of the children of Adam who were upon the light, we have great problems. The people who call themselves the children of Israel, who will call the Jews, with all respect of the light, have denied the last prophet. Now, I mean no disrespect, but anybody who knows the truth of the light can tell you the story properly and say that anybody who calls themselves now Christians know that after this many thousands of years, it's obvious, oh, Jews, were you looking for a prophet who bore the truth? Well, obviously, Jesus, son of Mary, was a true prophet. Right? I mean, you don't need a biblical degree or a theological degree to understand that. You could just look around the world and see, hey, look at all these people who follow Christ, the word of the light that Christ said. There's a bunch of them. Well, obviously he had something, right? I mean, you don't need to be a scholar, so I'm not revealing to you some amazing concept, but it is strange to hear it for the first time. But yes, Muslims believe that Jesus was a prophet of the Lord. But here's where the situations get messy. That amongst the Christians, well, amongst the Jews, there were already those who said, no, this Jesus cannot be a true prophet, and then denied that. Then amongst the Christians, some of them began to misunderstand the very fundamentals. What is the fundamental, oh, Christian brothers and sisters? Remember, there is only one God. La ilaha illallah. And we said that Jesus, because of his miraculous birth, breathed of the Lord, may be, of course, referred and his close relationship to Allah, the Lord Most High. He talked to him and referred to him as a father. And knowing that is so important. Knowing that is so important, and his companions understood it in the way they prayed. Our Father, they used to say. And it's an important part of the story. But you could never think that Jesus is the Son of God. Even if you refer to him as the Father, he's not like a manly father. I can't even say the words. Your own words tell you the truth, and the truth is always in the words. If you want to say our Father, he's the one who art in heaven. Hallowed be his name. Don't say what you don't know about the Lord. Suggest that Jesus, son of Mary, of Adam, was God's begotten son. Just the thought of that is so disgusting. The Lord Most High is greater than any creation, and Jesus, the son of Mary, is part of the creation. And so this the Jews could never accept anybody who says that. Nor can anybody who says they are Muslims, people who submit to the one true Lord, people who call themselves following Islam, the true belief of the light that the Lord has said, ever say that God, the Lord Most High, hallowed and great is he beyond anything that he created in the universe, going to actually have a son? That's disgusting. Understand the difference between the body and the soul. We've tried to continue to tell you the difference between the body and the soul. And you are wondering if I'm going to tell you the truth of everything? If I tell you the story of the truth of the light, then I must be able to tell you the truth of your very own soul. But I get too excited, so please be patient with me. But if you're willing to listen and dare to go on, and you're open to the truth of the light, there is a possibility that you might hear something that you've never heard before. But the situation in the world is messy. And amongst the Christians, they've started to say that God the Son, the Spirit, the Trinity, and the triangle is back. And the symbols and the icons, and the iconoclast and other different groups gather. And by the time we get to 312, the Council of Nicaea, we are lost. We are lost. And the fundamental of faith of the Christians is lost, where they don't even know how to say there is only one God anymore. And so we have schisms with the Jews, and we have schisms with the Christians, and some Christians still trying to bear witness to the truth of the light, that there is only one God, and some Jews still saying there is only one God. Of course, holders in the light of every community exist. we come to a bad situation where there is no house on the earth continuing to worship the Lord Most High. Can you believe this is happening? Nowhere is the true word there properly. The word is lost everywhere. Such a dark, dark place.